It's your boy Hype, bringing you another Destiny video on the Animal Instincts Gaming channel, and now as a request of some subscribers, this is a tips and tricks tutorial for Crota's End. It's going to be the entire raid, but I'm going to do it in sections, and this is going to be obviously the first one, starting out with Traverse the Abyss, and I'm going to try and upload at least one a day. So we're going to start off with this one, hopefully have the one uploaded for you tomorrow, if not maybe even later today, depends on how things go. But anyways, we're going to start it off with probably the most common is the Hunter, and using his invisibility and blink strike. Now I know a lot of people, you know, they may not have hunters, or they have hunters but they just started them and they don't have their blink abilities fully upgraded and stuff yet. So I'm going to show different ways that you can make it through this. And the Titan, we're going to show a way where you kind of cheese it, you jump up and cut through, and then the Warlock, just a straight up run, just fighting everything out. And they are different modes. I think this one was just a normal run, and also I believe with the Titan was a normal one, but then the Warlock run through on the hard mode. So here we go with the Hunter, and it's pretty easy with the Hunter. I could pretty much guaranteed make it through there one try every time with my Hunter. And what you want to do is you just want to make sure you stay ahead of the thrall, get a lamp or two away from them, then crouch down, go invisible. Now sometimes you'll have to use your knife like I just did right there, get them off you, because you have to wait for your invisibility, for your crouch down to go invisible to recharge. Now weapons that are also going to really help you out to get through this raid a lot easier is one being the Fatebringer, two being the Icebreaker, and there are other ones, but those are my two favorites, and obviously the Galahorn at the end for the Ogre, especially on hard mode. But the reason being for the Fatebringer and the Icebreaker is that they cause your enemies to explode, which then causes enemies near them to take damage, or the majority of the time with the Thrall, they die too. So one precision shot with the Fatebringer can actually take down, a good bit of those Thrall that are chasing you down or chasing a teammate down. And that's the same thing with the Icebreaker. The Icebreaker does that. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. So here we are with the Titan, and this is going to be jumping up. Now, in order to do this, you're going to want to make sure you have your second jump on, which it upgrades your lift to greater heights or something like that. Go to the second lamp, run around the back here, hop up on the rock, and then when you see that weight of darkness, you kind of want to anticipate when it's going to go off. And I'm going to bring that back, because you'll see I start moving before the weight is all the way cleared. So there's two. And I know that weight's about to drop. It's in slow motion. Start moving and jump. If you wait until it's off and jump, you're not going to make it. So also, make sure you have your agility up as high as you can go. Make sure you have it's the second one down for your jumps. And it doesn't help, or it doesn't hurt, to have a weapon that bumps up your agility +2. The Icebreaker does it. The Murmur, just 2 for an example. There are many more. I believe the Abyss Defiant does it as well. That's it. Then once you're up there, you're going to want to head to the left until the first lamp's to your right, and then just walk all the way to the end, hop up on a rock, and you have nothing to worry about from this point until you activate the plate. Now, one way to do this that I think would work really well for a team is to have your Titan or Titans do this, and when they get there, don't activate any of the lamps. Just go hop up on a rock, and then your Hunter can come invisible and meet them there. Now, if you get there with a full fire team, it just seems to be a lot more chaotic up there. More ogres spawn in, the knights come. So I would recommend still, regardless any which way you do this, only send in 2 players from your fire team, whether they're both hunters, one's a Titan, one's a hunter, whatever way you want to do that. I would recommend just having 2 guys make it through, Rest of the guys stay right here until the path forward is clear. Then they can have a free reign to check all the doors for the loot chest or whatever they want. Alright, so here we are. This is with the Warlock, and this is a hard mode. And this time around, we're just going to do a straight up run through. So this is a way you can get through with your whole team if no one knows how to make that jump, or if you don't have a hunter that has the ability to go invisible. If you just need to just run through it heads up. And you know, keep in mind that no two runs are ever the same. You're going to have cursed Thrall, you're going to have all kinds of stuff that change at times. Sometimes there's more cursed Thrall, and you know, it's different. But if you try it the same way every time, you know, usually use the strategy, you'll get through there. And the main thing is you kind of want one guy to stay ahead of the pack the whole time. And the reason being is he's going to be the guy that gets to that next lamp and turns around and just tries to annihilate the whole horde of Thrall. And right there, man, that cursed Thrall almost got me. But you'll see right here, since I'm wounded right there, I'm just trying to keep it moving. I know I got a lot of weight, but I can't afford to stay there. So I get ahead. I'm the guy that's out in front. And right here, I'm going to turn around and try to just clear them out as much as I can. And that's really the way that you're going to make it through the whole entire way. Using guns, you see, I'm not landing my precision shots this time around, but they'll get there. I'll get them on. And also if a teammate has the icebreaker. And you got to know, you know, when to run and when to stay. Right there, if I would have stayed, I probably most likely would have died. Now, I'm using my class with my self-resurrection. As you've seen right there, the other Warlock, he's using the Void Walker with the Nova Bomb, which is great, especially with the Obsidian Mind. It'll pretty much clear out the whole horde, and then you're pretty much supered again. So that's a great setup. That's the great way to run it. I was keeping my self-res on just in case, which it ends up, you know, it ends up getting a little out of hand, and my teammate, he goes down, I go down, I use my self-res, and I manage to finish it off being the only guy standing, which you can do that on hard mode as long as the guy who's there is a 32 and has a Galahorn. See right there, I was landing my precision shots there, and that Fatebringer, that's why this is a great, probably one of my favorite weapons to use for this part, for traversing the abyss. And like I said, it's either that or I would use, you know, the icebreaker or any kind of gun. There's other weapons out there. They're just, you know, to name two of them. There's other weapons out there that cause your enemies to explode, which then causes damage to nearby enemies. But they're my two favorite ones to use. I wouldn't recommend using rocket launchers, especially if you have one that, you know, it'll detonate based on proximity of the enemy. Because a lot of times those Thrall, they'll come creeping out of the woodworks, and you'll shoot a rocket at, you know, the horde of them, and it'll end up blowing up and killing you. So that's really about all there is to this, man. If you just keep it moving, stay ahead of the pack, turn around and shoot, you know, when you're a lamp ahead of them. Don't try and have a fight out at that lamp. You know, if you start getting overran, get out of there. And right here, you'll see the weights weighing down on me. I'm 10, I'm getting hit. And this is why I kept that self-res, because I didn't want to get all the way to the end and have that happen. And right there, I'm dead, but I self-res, and usually right when you first self-res, I don't know, you can run good for a little bit. So I just run all the way over to the next lamp, run a circle around them, and then hop up on the rock. Well, I tried to hop up on the one rock, failed, but managed to make it back to the other one, and then just Galahorn, and take out that ogre. Another thing that's very useful is what are they? Don't touch me gauntlets for the hunter. They could be very useful as well. But that's just for a hunter. I mean, if you have a hunter, you should have no problem making it through here. So right here, I hop up on the rock. The ogre comes out. And this is hard mode. You can see right there, he's the Ultra to 33. But the Gjallarhorn gets the job done. And like I said, if you were up there with a full fire team, I don't know why, but it just makes it a lot more difficult. Right now, another ogre would be spawning in. There'd be knights running around everywhere. So I would only recommend sending 2 guys, 3 at the most up there. The rest of the guys just stay back, man. Send your hunters, your titans, hop up on the rock, and your hunters get there invisible, and you'll have no problem. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and hopefully you learned something maybe that you didn't already know, and it's going to help this raid go a little bit smoother for you guys. And maybe there's some things I don't know. So if you have anything that you would like to add, feel free to leave a comment. And if you do like this video and find it helpful in any kind of way, please leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to Animal Instincts Gaming. Got plenty of content coming your way. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Animals, it's your boy Hype. We out.